We have more purchasing power today than we did in 2019. What's going on with the American consumer psyche?
Like the vibes.
Welcome to this week's Wacky Moments of Leftist Extremism. It was a week where Bidenomics really kicked in for the leftist media. Things are just great. They even brought receipts.
Wendy's is now offering a $3 breakfast deal, and rivals like McDonald's are offering new, lower-priced value meals. Here to discuss, an old friend of mine, Austin Goolsbee, President and CEO of the Federal Reserve Bank of Chicago. We need an economic explainer. People are confused.
There's a $3 fast food breakfast item now, so the economy's fixed. How could people possibly be confused?
People are confused.
MSNBC has the answer to why people might not be feeling this great economy. It's the bad vibes, man.
What's going on with the American consumer psyche?
Like the vibes.
It's those vibes. The media doesn't even want to say anything negative about Joe Biden because it might increase those vibes.
So I'm nervous about saying anything against Biden because I feel, not that I have so much power, and you have some more than I do, obviously, but
I don't know about that.
Are you afraid that you might, influence the people who are on the fence?
The left loves censoring Biden criticism so much that they're even willing to censor themselves.
So I'm nervous about saying anything against Biden.
Of course, that filter only protects Joe Biden.
That hat that you keep wearing, that red hat that says "Make America Great Again," that tells people that you go along with this. So you might as well just put a swastika on the hat.
Wow. The media decided this week that the only thing that could be worse than a MAGA hat would be displaying a Revolutionary War flag with a pine tree on it.
The New York Times publishing images of a pine tree flag outside of Alita's New Jersey Beach home last summer, with the words "Appeal to Heaven."
The so-called Appeal to Heaven flag, a green pine tree on a white background.
Appeal to heaven, that sounds pretty offensive. Of course, the leftist media seem determined to declare anything a symbol of January 6th if they can use it to smear a conservative Supreme Court justice.
Appeal to Heaven flag amid the rioters who surged into the Capitol January 6th.
Also this morning, the calls are growing louder for Supreme Court Justice Alito to recuse himself from any cases related to January 6th.
So if you display a flag, that maybe even an American flag, that could be associated with Trump, you need to recuse yourself from Trump-related cases. But if you're a Supreme Court justice who displays complete ignorance as to what a woman is...
Can you provide a definition for the word woman?
Can I provide a definition? No.
Yeah.
I can't.
No need to step down for those Title IX cases regarding trannies in women's sports and men in women's bathrooms just because you admitted that you don't even understand what a woman actually is. I mean, that's fine. Flags aren't, though.
Also flown as the pine tree flag. It dates back to the Revolutionary War, but largely fell into obscurity until recent years and is now a symbol of support for former President Donald Trump, for a religious strand of the Stop the Steal campaign, and for a push to remake the government in Christian terms. I'm going to let both of you comment on that. These are new photographs by the New York Times, Maya. So now he's flying a Christian nationalist pro-Trump flag as well.
A dual flag flyer, a possible Christian nationalist. Of course, at MSNBC, it doesn't really take much to be a Christian nationalist.
And the one thing that unites all of them, because there's many different groups orbiting Trump, but the thing that unites them as Christian nationalists, not Christians, by the way, because Christian nationalists is very different, is that they believe that our rights as Americans, as all human beings, don't come from any earthly authority. They don't come from Congress. They don't come from the Supreme Court. They come from God.
Endowed by their creator with certain unalienable rights. I mean, that dangerous Declaration of Independence, so radical, so extreme.
Now you have an extremist element of conservative Christians who say that this applies specifically to issues.
God-given rights being applied to issues. Well, I mean, you can see why they're completely terrified. The only thing more terrifying to the left than historical flags and God-given rights is celebrating with the red, white, and blue.
According to the Washington Post, as part of what DeSantis is calling Freedom Summer, his transportation department has told cities across the state that if they want to light up their bridges at night, they can only use the colors red, white, and blue.
To Joy Reid, red, white, and blue, it's evil. She prefers the alphabet mafia rainbow being forced into everyone's commute. But this is Joy Reid, so red, white, and blue lights are also, racist.
Your governor hates you just as much as he loathes the black and migrant populations in your state.
I don't think that makes any sense, but neither does MSNBC. That's the network that hates Republicans that sell coffee.
Okay, so when asked why
I'm just sticking to my knife.
Oh, yummy. What do you think's in the mug then?
Oh my God, this is not real, is it? It is.
Yeah,
That's the
unfortunately.
Hard to believe it's real. Right, Cash the Morning Joe? Oh, imagine that. A bitter, mind-numbing blend that's exceptionally weak for the weak-minded. I'm Eric Shiner from MRCTV, reminding you that the leftist media is bitter and tough to swallow, so head over to the MRC homepage, click on that donation button, help us in our fight. Visit MRCTV.org for the latest in videos, information, and entertainment. And be sure to like, share, and subscribe to these videos on the platforms that let you see us. We'll be back soon with another look at leftist media insanity.
I want to invite you as my guest on a very special, once-in-a-lifetime, 7-day post-election cruise in the Caribbean. It's going to be a blast.